Okay, guys, I'm back on, back on, back on. Hey, I'm back on. Hey, guys, how are you? I think I see a couple people coming on real quick. Hey, Ruby. Hey, Ruby. How are you? I'm just holding on, waiting for some people to come on real quick. I'm waiting for some folks to come on real quick. I had to jump back on my Periscope because I just did a scope, and I had opened up my location. Thank you for the heart. I opened up my location. You know, sometimes when you get on your Periscope, you open up your location. And so I opened up my location, and I was getting so many different people in, which is good. You know, you can get the people or whatever, but they were just doing some rude things, and I was trying not to go, co-post on crazy. So I just decided not to say nothing. So anyways, hey, C Ruby, nice for you to jump on. Thank you again. So I'm just holding on just a little bit. Hey, T Sanders, I redid this scope because I know a lot of people was having little difficulties, and also I had opened up my location. And sometimes when you open up your location, it don't give you the direct location of where you live, but it gives the location of the area that you're in. And so you get people coming, on or whatever. And a lot of times people are just so rude. And so I decided to come back on and delete that. Yay, you're connected. Okay. So now the reason why I jump back on, because I'm telling you, I think a lot of times when we have hair extensions in, we don't pay it no attention. We think, okay, because it's just hair extensions, we can just use any type of shampoos and things like that. And so I just want to kind of clarify a little bit of just any thought that you may have about hair shampoo and hair extensions. So the very first thing, this is you will learn all of this, in cosmetology school. We do what's called a clarifying shampoo. And clarifying shampoo sits high on the pH scale. But what happened is that you have to remove any type of buildup that's on top of the hair shaft. Okay. Now, in another scope, I'll get into what is a cuticle, what is a cortex, what is a medulla, and things like that. But so you have a lot of like dirt or smoke or any particles in the air that actually sit on the hair shaft. And so what happened is that if you don't remove that, you're going to get what's called build up. That's why you get all that smoke smell when you're curling your hair extension, or it just seems like your hair won't stay curled and things like that, or it seems like it's weighing down. It's because you have a lot of build up on that shaft. So you want to use what's called a clarifying shampoo. You can basically use any type of clarifying shampoo. You just want to stay away from those that sits completely high on the pH scale. Of course, a pH scale is what's called potential of hydrogen. And what that means is it's measures the acidic from alkalinity in the hair products. Okay. Hi, thank you for joining, Isabella. So it's going to weigh that on your hair with your shampoos. Okay. So you want to make sure that you use a clarifying shampoo. You want to make sure that you check your pH balance in your shampoos. Now, how do you check your pH balance in your shampoo? Listen, you can go straight to your local Walmart, your CVS. You can get these little sticks. They're a little stick that have these little square boxes in it, almost like if you're doing something like you want to check your ketogenics or ketones, in your, urine and all of that. It looks the same way, except it measures the acidic from alkalinity into your products. So what you're going to do is, hey, thank you for finding your person. And so what you're going to do is you're going to take that stick and you're going to dip it into your product, and it's going to change on that little stick, and it's going to tell you what your pH is in that shampoo. Okay, and you're going to know if it's too high or if it's low enough. If it's like under a 7, I think it's great, but anything over your clarifying shampoo, sometimes they sit high on the pH scale, but you kind of want it to sit high. Okay, that's why I don't know if you've ever heard the term, okay, we're going to clarify our shampoo, but then we have to put the moisture back in our hair. That means because on the pH scale, the clarifying shampoo sits high. It sits probably about an 8. Okay, if it goes way up to a 10, it's gonna start penetrating the cortex of the hair, and you don't want that. That's where you get into all the chemicals and relaxers and all of that kind of stuff. Okay, so you want to stick maybe a 8, 8.5, 9. That's fine. Okay, so anytime you use a clarifying shampoo on your hair extensions, please make sure you moisturize. That means after you've used the clarifying shampoo, do not stop at that point. What happens is it leaves the hair shaft open, and then that's where it causes breakage. Yes, this might be hair extensions, but you still can cause breakage in your hair extensions. So you want to use a clarifying shampoo and then go back in with what's called a sulfate-free shampoo. Now, sulfate shampoos, are not bad, okay? The problem with sulfate-free shampoos is it's really high in it's really high. So what happens is if you just put a sulfate-free shampoo on your hair, it can cause this breakage, okay? On your hair extensions, believe it or not. So you want to just stay a little bit away from those sulfates. Sulfate-free is good. Let me tell you, I like to use this olive oil sulfate-free shampoo, hydrating shampoo. You can go to Family Dollars. Thank you so much for the love. You can go to Family Dollars. You can go to Walmart and you can get this. I think this right here is probably about $3 or $4, $3.95. I want to see. Yeah, maybe about $4 or $5. Now, if you go to your local beauty supply store, it's going to be a little bit more expensive. But if you go to Walmart, you can catch it for like $3.95. Okay, so this is a good shampoo to actually use as a sulfate-free shampoo. The reason why you're using the sulfate, thank you so much, is because one thing you have to remember is that your hair, your natural hair produces oil. Sulfates wipe those oils out of your hair. Okay, now because of the strong detergent that's in it, okay, it tends to dry out your hair. So you want to use the sulfate-free shampoo, okay, because it'll keep that moisture in, all right, and it won't dry out your hair at all. Okay, now, and again, there are some good sulfates, but I would just do a sulfate-free shampoo, all right. One thing you must also remember is that your hair extensions are 100% human hair. Now, I'm not going to get into this scope on, yes, you can go to Tresemme. Tresemme, I love Tresemme. Tresemme have a sulfate-free shampoo, okay? And they have a clarifying shampoo. Tresemme is good. I would use it on hair extensions and regular hair. I love Tresemme shampoo. Now, this is an over-the-counter type of not over the counter. I'm sorry. This is you can just walk in the store and buy it. Okay. There are some shampoos that you can walk in the store and buy, and then there are some shampoos that you have to be a licensed professional to get. And so this is my prescription for you as a consumer to go into the Walmart or I think I like Publix. Publix has some good Tresemme shampoo. They have a large variety of Tresemme shampoo. So if you I'll talk about in another scope. I'll talk about color treated extensions. But today we're just talking more so on just regular shampoo. Clarifying shampoo, Tresemme all day long. Okay. Tresemme, and this is one of my Tresemme bottles. Don't worry about the little thing here. It just Tresemme. I love it. Okay. Tresemme wool is so good that it will revive synthetic extensions back. Okay. All right. Now, also remember that the follicles aren't attached directly to the scalp. So they do not receive the natural oils from the hair. So that's why it's so good to use a sulfate-free shampoo. Sulfate-free is recommended for hair extension. It might not lather, as good. like myself, I love lathering. So even with my clothes, if I'm washing my clothes, I have to see suds. I'm like, it's not clean. But you want to be careful how much suds you see, because a lot of times when you do use shampoos, you have a lot of buildup and you use so much of it. So you only really need like a dime size or maybe a quarter size that at the most to shampoo your hair. So your first step would be to do a clarifying shampoo on your hair extensions. One clarifying shampoo. You do not need to strip that hair any more than that. Okay. Once you do a good clarifying shampoo on it, it's going to remove any buildup that's on the hair. Okay. You can go on thecustomwigs.com and you will be able to see my video on how to properly shampoo hair extensions, as well as if I have a recommended science report list that you can jump on my website and get. It's thecustomwigs.com /report, and you'll be able to get a list of shampoos that I personally recommend, and you'll also see on the pH scale where it falls in on the pH scale. On that report, you'll also see a pH scale sample of how it actually looked. So you're able to say, oh God, I can't believe now. And the homework would be tonight, go into your, maybe not tonight, but tomorrow sometime or by the weekend, go into your cabinet, pull all of your shampoos out, sit them on the table, look at your list and see if you have any of those in your list. If you don't have any of those in your list and you want to question them, you can always email me. You can go on thecustomwigs.com and you can email me with the name of your shampoos, and I'll let you know where they sit on the pH side. So you'll know if that's something that you want to continue to use or not. Believe it or not, when you look at this report, you'll be surprised how many shampoo have that are so high in pH. That's ridiculous. Okay. And that's why your hair stay dry. That's why your hair is brittle. That's why. And this is not even just for hair extensions. This is for your natural hair as well, because you always want to take care of your natural hair under your hair extensions. Okay. So again, it is important on a pH scale. The middle portion of that pH scale is 7, which is a neutral. So you have a 0 to 14. Okay, so you have 0 to 14. The middle is neutral. You want to stay between the 0 and 7 in shampoos. Okay, you don't want to kind of go up. The only time you're going to go up a little bit is when you're dealing with clarifying shampoos, and that might run you between the 8.5 or so. Okay, and you want to use that. Another shampoo I actually like is this one here. This is a Matrix. This is exquisite oil shampoo. Absolutely phenomenal for the hair. Leaves the hair silky and nice. And they also have a oil that you actually put into the conditioner. And when I go into the conditioner tomorrow, through the conditioner, you'll hear about that. This is a really nice shampoo. It smells really, really good. So you can always get this at like Walmart you can buy this at in Walmart at the Smart Styles. You can go to Smart Style, or they don't sell this in your local beauty supply store. You have to go into Walmart and buy this. I think this one was like maybe $14. See, it has no parabens in it. If you can see that, it says no parabens. No parabens in that. Okay. And again, this is it's an oil. This one is an oil cream conditioner, but this is the shampoo. It's the same thing. It's a micro oil shampoo. Okay. Enhances and replenishes all hair types. No parabens in it. So you want to stay away from any parabens in the hair as well. If it says no parabens or sulfate free, buy it. And make sure on the pH scale where it balances. I think if you go into your local Walmart or CVS and you get your pH sticks, they're like $3. So, it's always good to have those. They're like $3 or whatever. And you could just dip them in your shampoo just to make sure before you start using it, just to make sure it's right. And if you don't like the pH in it, take it back to the store and get something else. Or you can always email me and I can suggest some good shampoos for you. Okay. So that's going to end my scope tonight. I hope all this information was useful and that you can take it on your daily search for a great shampoo. Again, This olive oil, you can go on orshaircare.com if you want to purchase that. I love it. I mean, this right here you can use for your natural hair as well, but I love it on hair extensions. But you always have to clarify first. Very helpful. Thank you. No, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for your feedback. Greatly appreciate it. Again, don't forget to jump on thecustomwigs.com. Sign up so you can get this free report about shampoos. And, you know, you guys